to BestScreenwritingBooks.com's YouTube channel. My name is Chike Kamara, and I am writer of How to Write an Award-Winning Short Screenplay, and today I'll be your host. And again, we thank you for visiting this channel, and hopefully you will be inspired by our tips and resources so that you may write your next great screenplay. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Today we're going to be talking about short film ideas and how to generate them. It's a very popular question in screenwriting forums, especially among student filmmakers and novice screenwriters. So here are some resources that will help you to generate short movie ideas. First is the short story. Some of the most compelling short films and feature films of all time have been adapted from short stories. One I can think of is The Shawshank Redemption, which was written by author Stephen King. It was a short story, and it was developed into a feature film by writer-director Frank Darabont. And as we know, The Shawshank Redemption is a great film, and it was nominated for a few Academy Awards. I believe there were some winners based on it. Okay, so, but let me just say this. If you decide to use a short story that was not written by yourself, definitely get permission from the author to use that short story or to adapt that short story into a short screenplay. Okay, next will be the news article. News articles are a great way to generate short films. You may come across a very compelling news article that would make for a great short film. An example could be a mother and a daughter who are separated for years, and they go through life with their own trials and tribulations, but there is a common thread that kind of reunites them, even though, that links them, even though they are apart. And then perhaps at the end of the article, there's a unique situation that reunites them, brings them back together, and it's a very emotional ending. That would be compelling. I would want to see something like that, especially if their personal trials and tribulations and triumphs are very compelling. Okay, so a news article is definitely a great way to generate short film ideas. Okay, how about poems? Poems are great. Definitely get clearance from the author of the poem. If you're not the writer of the poem yourself, definitely get clearance to adapt it into a short screenplay. But poems are unique in that they conjure different images in your mind. And if you can find a way to mesh these images together with the poem in a creative and cohesive way, then you've got a potential winner. Okay? Next, we have the children's book. Now, it's obvious that you can take a children's book and adapt it into a short screenplay and create a subsequent short films, literally. But another way in which you can utilize a children's book to generate compelling short film ideas is to take a children's book, take its theme and its plot and the idea behind it, and apply it to adult situations. So sort of update it, but use the same concept behind the children's book, but use it in adult situations. This can make for a very humorous or entertaining or creative short screenplay that would make a very great short film. How about a product? You can take products and the campaigns behind them, especially some of the more popular ones, like I think of the Geico commercials currently. If you can do a spin-off of a product and their campaign, then you can create a very creative short screenplay. But again, be careful not to infringe upon the trademark of the product. Just use it as a thread of inspiration to create your short film. Don't totally bite off of the product and use, their name and likeness at all. Okay, so a few more sources for short film ideas. One would be a quote, a famous quote, or a quote that appeals to you individually is a great resource for short film ideas. You can take a quote and expand it into a full short screenplay and subsequent short film. I can think of a quote now that I have on my email after all my emails. It says, "Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life." And there's a way in which you can turn that into a story, to use an example related to that quote. So definitely a quote or a sentence or a word can be used to generate film ideas. Now you may be wondering, oh well, how can a word be used to generate a short film idea? Some words have multiple meanings, and perhaps you can do different takes on the meaning of that word and put those different takes together into one cohesive short screenplay, and you'll have a very creative and compelling short screenplay and subsequent short film. You could use a shape. It'll be a little bit challenging to do that, but right now I'm developing a feature film around the shape of a circle. It's called Radius, and each of the subplots deal in some way with the shape of a circle. Maybe not literally, it might not even be mentioned, the shape might not even be mentioned, but all the parts are developed in a circular fashion. So that's another source for short film ideas. Okay, so that's kind of all I have for you today. I guess I say these to say also that you can get the inspiration for short film ideas from almost anything. So the trick is to open your mind and not say, hey, I need to do it this way like everybody else is doing it. Take an idea from something that you are inspired by and develop it into a short film with a beginning, middle, and end. Okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's episode 1, so sorry for any glitches or hiccups. If you'd like more details on resources for short movie ideas, you can check out bestscreenwritingbooks.com/short-film-ideas, and you can read a little more detail on some of the resources for short movie ideas. They also have a service where they help you generate ideas for short films. If you're having sort of like a creative block and you have an idea of what you want to write, but you don't know where to begin, they can assist you with that. So definitely check that out. And again, shameless plug here, you can certainly check out my book on Amazon.com. It's entitled How to Write an Award-Winning Short Screenplay. Okay. All right. This is Chike Kamara signing off. And again, thank you for your time, and do visit back often, and please subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.